What's up guys, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel. Boy, time does keep just marching forward because here we are for our January 2023 budget with me. Although I'm recording this before Christmas, this video is going up the day after Christmas, so I hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas holiday if it's something that you celebrate, and if it's not, I hope you're enjoying the holiday season for whatever holiday you may celebrate. We are going over our January 2023 budget today, and if you like this spreadsheet, you can get it for yourself in my Etsy shop. This is my net budget spreadsheet, but when you get it, it's an instant download and it comes with a net and gross monthly and annual budget. So now is a great time if you haven't to do an annual budget for 2023. I really enjoy annual budgeting. I have an annual budgeting video that's either going up just before this or just after this to show you guys how we use an annual budget to figure out what our goals are going to be for the year and kind of just look at the whole year at once. And I find it really helpful. I've done it for several years now and I highly recommend it. So let's get into it. Total income we're expecting this month is $7,710. In the spreadsheet, you can see left to budget equals 0. And that's because we've budgeted every single dollar of our income. Let me just show you. If we deleted this one entry, you can see the left to budget then goes to 58. So you can see how much you have left to budget as you enter numbers into the spreadsheet. So for pay yourself first, which is investing, we're starting off the year strong with a few zeros here. Now, this is not what I hope to have the month end up at, but we are using a slightly different budgeting strategy this year based on the fact that I have kind of unpredictable income from my business. So we're going really like just bare minimum with our expected income to make sure whatever I bring in definitely covers what we budgeted for. And then anything excess we can put towards financial goals. So for now, I think if we get anything more than the 7710, I'm going to split it between my Roth IRA and extra debt payments. But right now, as the budget stands, if we don't bring in any more than the $7,700 this month, then nothing will go to my Roth IRA. Also, you see this new line item here that says stock options. So I've mentioned this on my channel in the past, but we have stock options in a company that have been vesting over time and we've been exercising them over time. We want to make sure that they're exercised well in advance of when we could actually liquidate them. So we are exercising them to make sure we get the long-term capital gains tax rate versus short-term, which means they have to be exercised at least 1 year in advance of when we're able to cash them out. At least that's my understanding and my understanding from talking to our CPA. I am an attorney, but I'm not a tax attorney. So I still defer to other experts to help me with this kind of stuff. So we will be exercising stock options throughout the year. We'll be putting about $4,000 over the course of the year to the stock options. And yeah, so that line item's there. So you'll see that in other monthly budgets that there'll be an amount allocated for stock options. Next for debt, we've got our one final student loan. You guys, this is month 1 of year 4 of our debt-free journey. On the one hand, I'm so happy to be here 3 years in, starting year 4, and I'm really proud of all the progress we've made. On the other hand, I am so over it, so over it. Just, I want to get this debt paid off. So, like I said a few minutes ago, I do plan to put any extra income split between my Roth IRA and extra debt payments for now, because I just feel like that's the best way to kind of meet in the middle with our different goals. And I have a whole video that's going to talk about that. But yeah, I'm over it and I really want to get this debt paid off. So hopefully we make a lot more money this year than we've budgeted for and we can throw a ton of money at this. I'm just trying to manifest that. I'd really, really, really like to get this paid off in the next 2 years, but I just don't know how realistic that is. So I'm trying not to worry and think too far into the future and just take it 1 month at a time, one payment at a time. So this month we're going to put at least $58 extra to debt, hopefully a couple hundred, but at least 58. And so that's going to leave us with $888 for total debt payments that we have budgeted. And if you haven't seen my budgeting videos before, you're not used to budgeting, there's this budgeted column for all of our different expenses or contributions or whatever the line item is. And then there's an actual column. So as I record the numbers throughout the month, we'll see what we actually did compared to what we budgeted and see how close we were or like where we put extra money to keep ourselves accountable. All right, moving over to expenses. So we've just got some fixed expenses. Fixed expenses are all of these ones, and then a few variable expenses. So starting off with the fixed expenses, our condo fee goes up by $6 a year, and that's just to keep up with inflation. So it was $201 last year, now it's $207. And our mortgage is $1,880. For life insurance, my husband and I each have a term policy. That's $50 a month. Internet is $106. Our home security system is $28. Car insurance is $91. Cell phones are $200. And Spotify is $10. We budget $250 a week for groceries, which gives us a grocery budget of $1,000, and that does include any takeout that we get and any household items we need, like, dishwasher soap or laundry detergent or paper towels and things like that. And then we have $200 budgeted for gas and $25 for miscellaneous. I've fluctuated on this one. It used to be 100, then it used to be 50, then it was 0. Now I'm doing 25. I'm trying to figure out what the sweet spot is for this, because I feel like the past few months we have gone over in the miscellaneous category, or I don't know December yet because I'm filming this while we're midway through December. But for October and November, we went over on miscellaneous. So I feel like that $50 feels like more than it is. I mean, $50 just doesn't get you what it used to get you. I remember in high school, I'm dating myself, but in high school I could fill up my gas tank in my Civic for $20, and I just laugh thinking about that now, because it's just, things have gotten so much more expensive over the years. So anyway, $25 is really not much, but there's always something in the month that comes up miscellaneous, so hopefully that will cover it. So total for our expenses is $3,797. Next, moving over to the sinking funds. So sinking funds are funds where you put aside money throughout the year for an expense that may not be every month, or it might be. It just depends how you use your sinking fund. So for example, we put money aside every single month for car maintenance and house maintenance, which we don't necessarily use every single month. We have a sinking fund for Christmas and the girls' birthdays. I have 2 daughters, one's a toddler and one's a baby, and that's just, so we can save all year round. We don't have to come up with a bunch of money in their birthday months and at the end of the year for Christmas. So I really enjoy using sinking funds, and we've done it for a few years now. So let's go through it. We have not allocated anything for emergency fund, vacation fund, or medical. For my husband's spending, he is getting $200 this month, and myself and my 2 daughters are each getting $150. For girls' activities and preschool, my toddler goes to part-time preschool, and then she's in a couple activities, so it's really just for the toddler right now that this is all paying for. We have budgeted $1,000, and then for miles expenses, I'm budgeting $250. This has been kind of an issue I've talked to you guys about. His food has gone up a lot, and just everything's getting more expensive, including pet costs. So it was at $200, and now I bumped it up to $250. We may need to bump it up to $275, but I'm just seeing if we can get by with $250. We'll see how it goes over the next few months. For gifts, I didn't budget anything this month because based on where we're at in December, we've got a few $100s in this fund and no occasions on the horizon where we'll need to give gifts. The Christmas gifts we're giving come from the Christmas fund. So yeah, I didn't feel like it was necessary to put more in that fund this month. And same thing with car maintenance. We've got a few $100s in there and no car maintenance that we know of that's going to be coming soon. So I just put $25 in there this month. House maintenance, again, we don't have anything coming up that we can tell needs to be done with the house. However, always with a house, things come up. So I am continuing to put money into this fund to build this up a little more, $150 this month. And then for utilities, I'm putting in $800. Usually we put $400, but because of our income being a little bit irregular, sometimes I have to pre-fund some sinking funds. So in other months when our income is lower, I don't have to fund that sinking fund. So there's a couple months coming up where we won't have as much money to budget for sinking funds. So I'm pre-funding the utilities with $800, and hopefully $400 a month will be enough for utilities. Yeah, it's expensive here. I live in the part of the country where there's a winter and we have a higher cost of utilities versus other areas. So unfortunately we spend a lot on utilities, but that's okay. And then finally, $150 for Christmas/girls' birthdays. We used to put $100 into this fund, but we did have a second baby in 2022, so I'm putting now $150 in there. So we have enough for Christmas. And if we do $150 every single month, the way I've broken it out kind of is we'll have enough to spend $500 for each of the girls' birthdays and $800 for Christmas. Total for sinking funds is $3,025. So that's where we're putting all of our $7,710 of income this month. So taking a look at the budgeted summary, oof, this hurts to not see anything in Pay Yourself First, to not have even a sliver of yellow on this pie chart. We've just got 11.5% that's budgeted towards debt, 49.2% to expenses, and 39.2% to sinking funds. Hopefully when the month ends, we will, in this actual summary, we'll have a yellow part on the pie graph, even if it's just like a tiny sliver. But yeah, so that's where we're at for the first budget of January 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I forgot to mention my Etsy shop is on sale through the end of the year. Through December 31st, everything is 20% off. So if you like this budget spreadsheet and you've been thinking about grabbing it, then now is the time because it is on sale through the end of the year. Along with my entire Etsy shop, all of my spreadsheets and printables are on sale. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more from me, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.